in Ogun State, and by God's grace, I'm currently the third best teacher in Nigeria. And I want to say one or two things about Ogun State Education Revitalization Agenda, powered by Edutams. The platform Ogun State Education Revitalization Agenda has been a great relief to us as a teacher, and even to me as a public school teacher. Like I said, we are young in the profession, and of course, those the youngest generation. We are the one that take most of the responsibility of processing results in the school. So the Ojisera platform has been a great relief for us in the areas of result processing, because in the past, if I have like 150 students, or let me say I have 70 students in my class, I will be the one to process the result of all the students by getting the scores of all the students from all the class teachers, inputting the scores into their dossier. But with Ojisera, all what I just have to do is for all the teachers to log in into the platform, input their results, and the platform will automatically process the results for the students. So it has been a great relief for me. Instead of me to sit down at the end of the term when others are through with their own examination, through with their marking, and me as a class teacher start inputting scores into the student dossiers and then doing all sorts of things. And sometimes, human error can come in, and all these will be those things that the parents will be talking about. Oh, my student, my child got so scores. Look at the scores that is there. So in that wise, there will be need for us to be, testing, doing all sorts of things on the student dossier. But with Ojisera, powered by Edutams, I don't need that. The result will automatically be generated by the platform after inputting all the scores and every other thing. So it has been a great relief to us as a teacher. And in the areas of other simulation that we normally use to engage our students on the Ojisera platform, like PhET simulations, sometimes myself as a mathematics teacher, there are some topics in mathematics that are somehow abstract in nature. Instead of me looking for instructional material in breaking down some of these concepts, in order to simplify the concept before the student, all what I just have to do is to go to the platform and use some of the simulation that I have there with my student. And once I'm done using it, I will just ask my student, give them some assignments on the platform which they can work on their own. So the platform has been a great relief for us because sometimes it's used to supplement our effort that we put into the system between the hours of 8 and 2 p.m. as a teacher. So I can give my students an assignment to go there to do whatever they want to do, then come back the following day, check whatever they do, and download that, and I can combine those things as my own continuous assessment. And also the platform has also brought in, before we normally hear of teacher center, student center. This time around, it is now teacher, student, parent center, because it's going to bring the parents at the centers of the learning. While the students are using the platform at home with their parents, it's going to remind the students some of the concepts they even forget while they were in secondary school during their own days. And of course, at that point, it's going to bring the parents at the centers of the learning, because sometimes their parents get involved in the learning process of the students with Ojisera platform. Also, in the areas of what other things did I use Ojisera for? I use the Ojisera platform to mark attendance on daily basis. And as a class teacher, instead of me to be doing the weekly calculation that I have to come and be doing the weekly calculation and every other thing, once I take the platform to mark attendance, it's going to do the weekly competition for me, and also the term competition, so that I don't need to stress myself, thinking of how many numbers of times the students come to school, what is the numbers of the time school open per term. The platform will automatically do all these things for me, and I just get them automated on the student dossier. And at the same time, the issues of, I don't know my result, the Yoruba people used to say, there is nothing like that again. Immediately the result is approved by the head of school, the parents will definitely get automatic notification at home that, results have been published. So their parents can go online and print their results. So there is no issue of saying I got 70, my teacher give me 60. No, everything will be, the platform is transparent enough to see the education process of your children in the school. So those are the things, a great relief that Ogun State Education Revitalization Agenda has brought to us as a teacher. Like I said, the platform, we always see that it is powered by EduTams, and EduTams is already now an household name in Ogun State and even in Nigeria, because we now see that, oh, your result is powered by EduTams. So that means Ojisera is a platform that is powered by EduTams. So like I said, I want to tell you that it has been a great relief, and it's a platform that I always play with on daily basis, because there is no way I would not use the platform to mark attendance on daily basis. Sometimes I can use some of the simulation, and of course, just of recent, we just observe some of our lesson content has been published on it. So we can now share lesson content with our students via the platform. The student can read ahead of the class. So as a teacher, you need to prepare very well, because some of our content are already on the platform. So before we go into the classes, we need to prepare ourselves, because some of the students are already ahead of us, because they have access to some of the content that we have to do on timely basis with them on the platform. And at the same time, I can use the platform to conduct a quiz for my students. So I can give my students assignments on the platform. They can work on the platform, using the platform I can use the platform to measure the strength and the weakness of my students. And even myself, I can even use the platform to evaluate myself, whether there is a progress in what I'm doing or not. So those are the advantages, and those are those things that Ojisera has brought to us. Ojisera is, like I said, is powered by EduTams. It has brought a great relief. It's a great relief for us as a teacher in Ogun State. Thank you.